Hi, my name is Charles Darwin. Today is July 1st, 1858, and I have just submitted my paper on evolution to the Linnean Society, which I have titled, On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection, or the Preservation of Favored Races, in their Struggle for Life. 7 years ago, I returned home from my 5-year voyage on the HMS Beagle and was anxious to start my work. While traveling across the coastal waters of South America, I collected specimens of many plants and animals. Coming to the end of my voyage on the Beagle, I made a startling discovery when we reached the volcanic Galapagos Islands. I noticed a definite relationship between different species I saw on the island as on different continents, which I also visited while on the Beagle. I noted that this differentiation was likely a result of these species' environment and ultimately method of survival. It became apparent to me that these species must have been derived from a common ancestor, which I would later suggest would have evolved by means of natural selection. After returning to England and studying more specimens I collected while on my voyage, I became convinced that the biblical story of creation must have been impossible. Before I go any further, I must inform you of a few widely accepted proofs which support my theory. First, individuals within a species vary in many ways. Second, some of this variability can be inherited. And finally, every generation produces far more offspring than can survive and pass on their variation. These biological principles act as undeniable proof that the same species compete with each other for survival, and individuals with far more variations are more likely to survive and pass them on. When these favorable variations are passed on, they contribute proportionally more to the offspring, and these will become more common in a growing population. This preservation of favorable variations and the rejection of injurious variations is what I call natural selection. For my theory to work, it would mean that the Earth must be exponentially older than many Catholics believe it to be. For this reason, along with the fact that we cannot directly see the effects of evolution, many religious people claim my theory is false. But I ask you this: can you see gravity? No. But when you throw a ball up in the air and it comes back down, one makes the inference that gravity caused it to do so. My theory of natural selection is based on similar inferences.